Hello and welcome to a monthly mystery stream here at FiveJay Gaming. A little feedback throwing me off here. We have backup. It's doing the low voice thing. My Yeti is causing me problems. Hang on. There it is. Okay, so backup microphone to the rescue. So, as I was attempting to say, hello and welcome to the monthly mystery stream here at FiveJay Gaming. I'm FiveJay, and today I'm going to be playing for you and opening this Retro Game Treasure box. This service has been awesome. I love Retro Game Treasure. You go to their website, retrogametreasure.com. You grab input or increase. There we go. You go there. You tell them what kind of games you like: skateboarding games, wrestling games, whatever. You tell them what systems you want the games for. You tell them what games you already have, and they send you your own special box that you get every month. And it's a mystery, but at the same time, you know it's probably going to be good because you already told them what kind of games you like and what systems you want them for. So, really cool. This is my box, and if you're interested in Retro Game Treasure for yourself, you can go to retrogametreasure.com and use the code FiveJay when you check out, and you'll get a little discount on your subscription. So, this is my box. Let's open it up and take a look what we got. We got Toadster here. Says, "Hey, am I the first person in the stream?" Yes, indeed. How much is it? It depends on if you're doing 1 month's worth or multiple months. So, I think it's like $35 for a month. Yeah. And I've always had great value in my boxes, but anyways, we'll see if that's true here tonight. Now, I guess one thing I will say, as I'm getting started here, is that I ordered all Sega Master System and Sega Game Gear games because of this. So I typically play these retro games on the Retron 5, and they recently put out this adapter that accepts the two different types of Sega Master System game cards. One's a card, tiny. One's a cart, very thick. And the Sega Game Gear carts as well on this side here. So I thought it'd be fun after the launch of this thing to get a box. It's all Game Gear and Master System games. So let's see what we get. Alright. First thing, let's get all the junk that's in this box. Packaging, such and so forth. Ooh, something's in bubble wrap. I think we got all that stuff out of here. Okay. So here's my box. Tozer says I have the Retron 3. It's a good system. I like that. Alright, first, feels like a Game Gear game. Let's check it out. What is it? Oh, sweet! It's Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble. Now, I have Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on Game Gear, and I loved that game. I had a lot of fun with that as a kid. Very excited to give this one a shot. It feels like there's several Game Gear games, and something still in a wrapper. Unbelievably so. I think I'll leave that one for last just because it's so mysterious. Alright, second game. What is it? Nice! Outrun Europa on the Game Gear. Now, Outrun was a game I didn't have a lot of experience with, but it was a classic Sega arcade game. I recently got one on Master System, but it wasn't Europa, so I'm going to give this one a shot again. I'm very excited about this. This is just about the experience, driving quickly across various locations and listening to some tunes, so this will be great. Alright, we got one more Game Gear game and then a big wrapped box, which I can only assume is a Master System game. Alright, and what is it? Surf Ninjas. I've never heard of this. Surf Ninjas, and this artwork is gold. Absolutely gold. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus on it here. Focus. Look at that. I mean, that's special. Man, those are some outfits. Those are some faces. Actually, the background of the cart also has a random princess-looking character smiling on as well. So we can get it to focus again. Now, once was the charm. One time. Yeah, thanks, camera. Thanks, appreciate that. Never heard of this. I want to see it, because oftentimes when I think of games being garbage that I get from Retro Game Treasure, it ends up being pretty good. Most of the time. Alright, and then let's see what this crazy mystery item is here. Oh, you know what? There's actually 2 more games in here. There's something that's wrapped, and there's something in a plastic case. That one for sure is a Master System game. Well, let's see. What's this? I'm guessing from the art I'm seeing in the back that it's the Jungle Book. It is the Jungle Book wrapped for the Game Gear. Wow, I haven't seen a Game Gear box in years. This is crazy. Toads are asked if I've ever played GoldenEye 007. Oh, heck yeah. Many memories of that. In fact, I streamed the whole campaign recently, probably 2 or 3 months ago. I did the whole thing on Thursdays. It was fun. Jungle Book, I've never played this. This is one of the few Disney games of the era that I haven't played. So, along with Darkwing Duck. I've never tried that one. So, Jungle Book, sweet. I almost feel bad unwrapping it, but I imagine it can't be worth that much. If it's wrapped, I might want to look up the value quick before I open it, but awesome. One more game. This one in the classic plastic cases that were popular for Master System and Genesis games. So let's see what this one is. Oh, I can see it from the back, so I already know that it's Thunderblade. Nice. Cool, cool, and pretty bland carts on that Master System. Part of the reason it failed was probably just because it looked boring, but it was actually a very colorful, powerful system that was a great competitor for the NES as far as what it was capable of, but Sega's marketing, I think, stood no chance there. Anyway, that was our Retro Game Treasure box. Again, you can go to RetroGameTreasure.com and get your own subscription. Use the code FiveJay at checkout, and you'll get a discount. And to remind you what we opened here today, we had Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble on Game Gear, Outrun Europa on Game Gear, Surf Ninjas on Game Gear, the Jungle Book on Game Gear, and Thunderblade on the Sega Master System. So let's give these games a shot, and hopefully this little adapter won't have any problems. You should play Lion King on the stream. Yes, I absolutely plan to. My copy of Lion King, though, wouldn't read in this. It might have been too dirty because it was my copy as a kid, so, you know, kids didn't keep things clean. I know, I certainly didn't care. So I'll have to figure out if I can clean it, get it to work. Alright. Let's start off with the first game that we got here. Sonic Triple Trouble, and I think the best way to make this work is to insert it into this thing first. And then you put it in the game, the Genesis slot of the Retron 5. Let's switch our camera angle. Where's my mouse? I got my backup mic covering the screen here. I can hardly see. There we go. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Yeah! Okay. And we shall use a Game Gear controller for this. So, let's jump on in. Now, this is going to be a somewhat more primitive looking version of Sonic the Hedgehog, because this is essentially the Master System as a portable, and the Master System was essentially the NES that was a little bit more powerful. So, it's going to look like maybe a colorful Game Boy game. It's probably a good comparison here. And again, sorry about the mic audio. I had to switch to my backup. My Yeti is just giving me all sorts of problems here. I'll turn it up even further. See if he can hear me in a decent fashion. Okay, let's try the game here. I was going to say, normally I expected to say Sega there. Let's see. Toadster says, I remember when I was little I thought Sonic was a Roadrunner from Looney Tunes. Nice. And Tails was the wolf guy, the coyote. Ooh, it's got Knuckles and Tails. I guess that's the triple trouble, huh? Oh boy. Robotnik. Alright, cool. 1994. My. I was young playing this Game Gear. Cool. Ooh. I gotta go for Tails. I always liked Tails. Great Turquoise. Let's see here. I'm going to turn up my volume a little in here to enjoy the music a little. So, I'd say for an NES game, essentially, or a Game Boy game with color, essentially, this looks freaking good. The colors on the Master System were more vibrant than the colors that the NES could pull off. One of the reasons that the games just looked better. Now, I bet you on the Game Gear screen that was, you know, tiny, again, think Game Boy size screen, I bet you this looked amazing. Absolutely incredible, I'll bet. Ha! Pretty cool that he actually does have a little bit of a tail ability there. As he should. As he should. But he also has Sonic's ability to do the spin thing. So, what makes Sonic special? Nothing. Sonic was not special. Now, I was never the best at Sonic games. I mean, that can absolutely not be debated. I've been bad at these games my whole life. Doesn't mean you can't have fun. I mean, the worlds are cool looking. There's a lot of expression to the characters. And if you play the games a lot, then you can get pretty good and get a certain rhythm going. It's a lot of fun. But you gotta have patience, as with any difficult game. And I would say Sonic is difficult because it tells you to go fast, but you have to go fast in a very specific pattern across the level, or you won't be going fast anymore. You'll be dying instead. So there's that difficult approach to it. It's not as straightforward as it seems. But there is good game design to these games. Some folks disagree, but it's just a different mentality entirely from the Mario mentality, and that's what kept it popular. It's still around. You can't kill Sonic. For every 5 bad games, they put out one good one, and they keep the thing alive. It's great. Sonic Mania, for instance, looks like it's going to be really good. It looks really good. Toadster says, Nostalgia Blast coming at you, 500 miles per hour. That's right. Yeah. 1994, man. So I'm like 5 years old at that point, playing this thing. Toadster says, where can I find the Retron 5? You can find it in all sorts of places. If you're interested in Retro Game Treasure itself, they actually do have a console store on their site, and you can buy Retron 5 right on RetroGameTreasure.com. Other than that, you know, you just search for it online, and you probably find it at any number of online retailers. Actually, I also know that Retro Game Treasure stocks that adapter that I'm using right now. They stock that as well. So if you had a hankering for Genesis, or sorry, not Genesis, but Master System or Game Gear games, you could get the whole kit and caboodle, the Retron 5, the adapter, and the games all in one spot. This was a pretty cool box, and I haven't even played all the games yet, but I'm really happy with what I'm seeing in there so far. So, Sonic 2, that was the only Sonic Game Gear game I played, but they had a ton of Sonic Game Gear games. So I'm happy now to finally have another one. I should use my tail ability more, too. Robotnik! We haven't been getting hurt very much. That's nice. Toadster says, We got 5 folks watching us right now. Thanks so much for watching. Some of you might be from Nintendo Prime. It's a great channel. Check it out. Well, if you're already from there. I'm a thinker. I'm a real good thinker. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's see if we can get to a Dr. Robotnik fight. That would be cool. Fly, boy, fly. Oh, stop flying. Oh, no, not going to happen. It does really help you descend more slowly. Call it easy mode, sure. Here we go. Some sort of boss fight. Gotcha. So far, literally doing nothing. I wouldn't call that much of a boss fight. Oh! Almost more of an interstitial. Where'd the little bouncy guy go? Get him! Oh, what? Oh, I didn't have any rings. It's not a good way to face a boss. Toadser says, what's your favorite Sega and Nintendo game? Well, Sega and Nintendo. That's like when Sega went under and they started making games for Nintendo systems. I think you just sort of mean, what's your favorite Sega game? What's your favorite Nintendo game? Oh boy. Favorite game on Sega systems was probably Road Rash. I loved Road Rash, that whole series. I don't remember which one's my favorite. I can remember playing it. I don't know which one it was, though. So, not sure how to figure that out. I'd have to replay all of them again and try and find it. Road Rash, a lot of fun. Loved it. Also loved Sonic Adventure at the time. It's a little rougher coming back to it, but I had a lot of fun in the Chow Garden, of all places. Yeah, okay, we got a couple of good hits in that guy. Yes! No! Get that one ring, that's all you need. This guy's dead, right? Yes! But is he a real boss or a mini boss? I don't know. Oh! Using the tail fan, I love it. Knuckles! Is he still kind of mischievous right now? Evil. Fire? Just a wall of fire? Didn't expect that to happen. Kevin Rundorf is here. He's like, what's up? What do you think is better, Mario or Sonic? I think it's impossible to say that Sonic is better. From an objective perspective. Subjectively, sure. If you enjoyed Sonic more, that's great. I know there's some really cool stuff in here. The music, especially in Sonic games, has been fantastic. But yeah, I think objectively, Mario has 75 awesome games. Sonic has a dozen. You know what I mean? I expected to be able to use this as a cart. Oh, there we go. That's cool. Whee! Whoa! Little guy, use your tail! Use your tail! How do I use my tail? Sometimes it doesn't want to kick in. Ah. Rats, right when you need it. Gotcha. Favorite Nintendo game? I didn't answer that question yet. Again, that's tough. Let's see. Maybe Ocarina of Time, I think. Ocarina of Time is so good. So good. But now, of course, Breath of the Wild. Really giving it a run for its money here. The only reason I'd say I like the other one, or Ocarina of Time, better, is only because of the nostalgia. That it was, at the time, I had never experienced a game so amazing, and while you can't fully replicate that, I did feel bits of that when playing Breath of the Wild, which really hasn't happened to me since that N64 era. We've been desensitized by great games for a very long time now. So, it is amazing to me how much Breath of the Wild has given me flashbacks to those days where molds were broken and 3D games were awesome. Toads are like Sonic better. All Sonic is in this game is Tails, but without the tails. Yeah, so at the beginning of this game, I got to choose if I wanted to be Sonic or Tails. So, you can be Sonic in this game. I just chose to be Tails. I like Tails. He's got 2 tails, and he flies with them. I mean, that's awesome. He was the other game that I had, Sonic, on Game Gear was Sonic 2, which is not the same as Sonic 2 on Genesis, mind you. It is its own Sonic 2. Go! Go, little buddy! Ah! Poop. Okay. And anyway, in that one, you can't be Tails, I don't think, but Tails follows you around. He's just like your little buddy. He's just like, hey, where are you going, Sonic? Let's hang out. And I like that. So it's cool in this one. I finally actually get to play as Tails. I think it might have been possible to do multiplayer on Game Gear, and maybe at that point you could be Tails, but we never figured that out, so... Me and my brothers all had Game Gears, but we never figured that part out. Whoa. No! Stop doing that, buddy. I need at least one ring. Come on, there we go. Mario was my very first game I ever played. It probably was for me too. I mean, for a lot of gamers. Absolutely it was. Toadster says the first game I ever played was Mappy on NES. Mappy Mouse, yeah, that's an arcade classic and it's really good. I love Mappy. Ooh! Weird little bonus level that I totally failed. Weird. Okay. Sunset Park. What time is it here? Oh, we still got an hour. We could maybe play a little more of this. Or, why don't we check out another game? See if we like that one. We can come back to this one if we run out of games that we like. But that game's a definite thumbs up. Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble on Game Gear. Bada bing. Alright, let's try the next one that we got. Outrun Europa, again on Game Gear. Kev Orndorff says Super Mario Bros. Was my first one on the NES. The first Super Mario Bros? Yep, absolutely, so good. The Mario Bros. 3 is also very close to my favorite Nintendo game of all time. So great, so amazing. Jay Bobo started watching. What's up, Jay Bobo? Says, yo, yo, yo. You just missed Sonic Triple Trouble on the Game Gear. Now we're on to Outrun Europa on the Game Gear. Oh, man, I love that I'm able to stream Game Gear games for you guys. It just stinks that my personal collection is too dirty to register. I gotta clean them up. It's building up to something. What? I'm gonna say that there's a graphics problem with this game on the Retron 5. That doesn't look right at all. Not in the slightest, actually. Is that a passport? It's so bad right now, I can't even tell what it's supposed to be. Am I on a motorcycle? I didn't expect that. Oh, man. So, it's basically, then, Road Rash, which is cool. But, obviously we got some glitches here. So let's try this again. Weird. J-Bo says, OP baby's up. Burb. Ah, that baby. Toad just says, I think Mario 2 and Mario Sunshine are underrated. Yeah, totally. I loved Mario 2 a lot. This might be a patch problem with the Retron 5. Sometimes Retron 5 needs to be updated to have compatibility with stuff. Game Gear support is new. This whole thing is new, so I'm not surprised to see there's some bugs here. What I can't tell is whether I was supposed to be selecting my racer at the beginning, maybe? Oh, yeah, it just reloads where I was. Will it fix itself if I reset? Looks like a no. Yeah, that's a big time no. Well, we'll play like the weird negative version of this game and not get anything close to an impression of what this game really is. That music, though, sounds pretty awesome. So the Game Gear only has 2 buttons. Technically 3. The start button, A and B. Very few buttons. It's exactly how the Master System was. And so, there's go in this game, and there's punch in this game. So it's really about the journey, going through these various locations, enjoying the music along the way, and apparently Road Rash style punching out folks that try to stop you. Strange. But yeah, I did not expect us to have to play weird negative world version. It's going to be hard to give this game an honest evaluation if I can't honestly play it the way it's meant to be played. Get out of my... Oh, it's a cop car. He's trying to wipe me out. Much like the actual Road Rash. Cop car again. Policia! Toadster says, have you ever played on the Retron 3? Yeah, I did have a Retron 3. I didn't like the controllers all that much. And it wasn't HD. And what I like about this, too, is it has these save states. This is a big hill. Or I'm just not moving? I run out of gas? Go, buddy, go. There you go, that was weird. So I like that the Retron 5, it comes out HDMI, it's high def, it's compatible with, I guess, 10 different game systems now, and it has save and load states, very cool. I can save a state now and load it later and all sorts of cool stuff, take snapshots, it's really cool. However, there's some compatibility problems as you're seeing. So this game ran, but in weird negative mode. Hard to tell what you think of a game that doesn't run right, so we'll move on to the next one. That was annoying. Unfortunately, the Game Gear itself, I have 3 of them here, the ones that me and my brothers had, and all the screens are dead, all of them, all 3 of them. They'll power on, sometimes I can see a little something, and I can hear a little bit of noise, some sound, but it won't really be enough for you to actually play any games. So the Retron 5 is my only way to play this, so I'll have to see if there's a patch out, see if I can update it, get some better compatibility so I can play Outrun Europa again for you guys, or at least for myself. Next game that I opened was Surf Ninjas, again on the Game Gear. Let's check this one out. Toadzer's got to go. Alright, thanks for coming, Toadser. See ya. Thanks for being here. Still at 4 viewers. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's give it a shot. Surf Ninjas. I have no idea what to expect besides maybe some ninjas, possibly some surfing. Just some guesses I'm going to throw out there. Not a good start. Continues to not be a good sign. Wow, that's like super glitched. I'm going to go into some settings here. That's just awful. Let's see. Is fast cartridge loading the problem? Let's not auto-load the last state. Okay, I'm going to pull it out and try it again. In fact, I'm going to pull it out of here and try it again. Not supposed to do it, but, well, it's happening. It's classic. Alright, well, there's that same state, so I'm not feeling like that's a good sign. Can we look at any part of this game, or is all of it messed up beyond compare? Half the text is missing, no good. That guy's face looks all sorts of messed up. Not sure what's going on there. Oh! Hey, but the level works! Ha ha ha! No idea what the moral of the story is, but we are a ninja. Hoya! We got some combos. Very cool. We can jump, we can kick, we can punch. We can ninja some dudes. Now, I don't know if these graphics are the way that they're supposed to look, but I do know they look serviceable, that I can at least tell what's happening. I can tell that I'm a bare-chested ninja, and that I'm doing some harm to some other ninjas. Can I go up at all? I want to see whatever that thing is over there flashing. Oh, it was just up above me. Got it. Oh. Use treasure. No idea what that means. Don't know. We'll keep on a-going here. We're a ninja. We're like some 80s action hero. Anytime there's a fight, the shirt's gotta come off. Hoya! Hoya! Whoa, that was a cool move. Oh! Sort of a duck and roll. Oh, what? Hadouken! Hadouken! That's awesome. Well, so far, some cool stuff. Hadouken! 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 That's the win button right there. You just Hadouken the crap out of these guys. Get into the glitched screen. Looks like there was probably some cool sprite work here that's completely destroyed. Like this really freaky looking guy. He probably looked really cool in the Game Gear. But at the moment, he looks completely awful. I'm gonna keep seeing if that win button keeps working for me here. Hadouken! Hadouken! Oh, I walked behind it. Okay. Yeah. Get away from me, rat. I don't want to fight rats. That's not cool. And the fireball goes over their head. I gotta get good at this. Probably just running, jumping over them is probably the good idea, huh? Can I run? I'd like to run. There is no run. But there is Hadouken! It really works. Like a charm. I could definitely see me as a kid playing a lot of this game. As an adult right now, I'm a little perplexed what's happening with the graphics. I still don't know if what I'm seeing is what I'm supposed to be seeing, or what. Jay Bobo, we had a graphics problem with Outrun, a glitch. Much in the way that Mega Man X was running as if it was in like some sort of hack protect mode. That one was just showing in like negative mode. It was weird. Now I can't seem to get in that box again. He says, no, not Outrun. Yeah, Outrun Europa, apparently, which is like their take on Road Rash, I guess, because on a motorcycle punching people in the face. For real, though, there you go. Oh, I have a double jump. Got it. Cool. Hey, a double jump. I got punches and combos, and I got Hadoukens, which appear to be out, maybe. I think I'm out of Hadoukens. I might have used them all. Face the other way. They're gone. I've used up my Hadoukens. That or maybe it's like Zelda, where you gotta be at full health. Get up there, boy. There we are. Ooh. That's not a refill for Hadoukens. We know that now. So this game has some glitches too, J-Bobo, so I don't know what's going on. Just some compatibility issues between the Retron 5... Nice kick! Whoa! Between the Retron 5 and Game Gear games. They'll patch it out, I'm sure, eventually, but right now, it's a little rough, we'll say. Run! Nah, fight. You gotta fight. You gotta do it. Oh, he chucked me? Can I chuck him? Oh, he Hadoukened me. And I'm out of Hadouken still. How do I throw him? Hey! That was awesome. Okay, yeah, I could totally see myself playing a lot of this as a kid. American Ninja Man versus the world. It's called Surf Ninjas. That's appropriate. Boom! What a kick. Destroying this fool. He doesn't even know what to do. Unlike the Iron Fist over here. Hoya! Yeah, fight behind a tree. Cover up all the action. They'll never know how badly I beat you. Hoya, hoya. He did. Joe says, what a movie. Surf Ninjas, lol. Wait, was this a movie? I don't think I've ever seen it then. In that case, I gotta watch that movie. I imagine it's about ninjas that surf. Surf Ninjas. That's such a stupid name. I just got a thing. Let's see. It did not restore my Hadokens, unfortunately. Hoya, 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 hoya. Kicking him in the foot. Oh! Big dude or chick or something. I assume it's a dude. Just got like a loincloth on. Burly fella. Kick him. Punch him. Combo the crap out of him. Oh! I'm dead. Wait, do I have Hadokens now that I've died? I don't. Crap. Once again, kick him in the ankles. Sure way to win. Ankle kick for the win. Ah. Getting some good hits on me. Yes! Me and my muscles are the champion! See, there you go. There's your glitches. Joe says, yeah, in like 1993. I had no idea. No idea. So we'll have to definitely look that movie up. That sounds awesome. Kev Orndorff says, what year did this game come out? I'm going to guess 93 or 94. Makes sense. Game Gear wasn't alive all that long, so couldn't have been much outside that. Well, we gave this game probably more than its fair chance considering those glitches, but it's you know, wonky and archaic, but you know what? I had some fun. I actually had some good time playing this, so pretty cool. And again, I expected the game to be garbage. While in some ways it wasn't the best design because it was a little clunky, it was still fun, and I liked it. So, yeah. If only Outrun had worked for us. Now, Joe says, Leslie Nielsen is in it, lol. Nice. You don't have to watch it, lol. Only for laughs, haha. Oh, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch the crap out of it. This next one I'm actually going to look up because I want to know, am I doing a bad thing here? Jungle Book wrapped in box. I'm guessing if I got it like this, it's probably not worth all that much, but I'm going to look it up just in case. I have a collector's app, and after these streams, I always go through here and add all my stuff into my collection. So we'll look for Jungle Book. Lots of Game Gear games that came. It's not under Hungle Book, I'll tell you that much. Jungle Book. It's a different box than the one that I have, but sure. Okay, complete. $6. Okay, no problem. We're going to open that puppy right up. Jay Will says, have fun about watching that movie. I'll have so much fun. I don't want to beat up this box. It's a soft box. There we go. I remember my Mega Man box was soft like this. I don't know if all of them were in America, but at least those two. Alright, this game has never been played, so it better play like a dream here. Probably through the top here, I'm thinking. Ooh, don't bend the box too much. Ah! Want it to look nice on a shelf. Okay, so we've got the game itself, which comes in a plastic sleeve. Nice, classy. Ooh, pristine. Pristine, I like it. Wow, actually the plastic's a little weird. I hope it's not a knockoff. That'd be unfortunate. As long as it works, though, what do I care? $6 even if it were legit. Ah, it registered, so that's good. But what else is in this box? Because, as you know, they always came with stuff. And sometimes the nostalgia there is just as good as the game itself. So, we've got a mailing thing. Majesco Sales Game Gear Classics. They want you to tell them all about what you bought. Not that interesting. And then a black and white manual. Too bad it's not color. They really didn't care about this game. We'll see if we find that to be true in the game as well. But very cool. Game Gear box. Didn't expect to see that. Alright, let's try out the Jungle Book. What? No Sega? Sega! That's how I expect it to go. I looked into my backup microphone there. Not the camera. Song doesn't sound right. I do like the sound chip that's in the Game Gear, though. I think it sounds really cool. Well, so far I don't see any graphical anomalies, so maybe we're good. Scene 1, Jungle by Day, something collect gems. Oh, so we are Mowgli. We're throwing some sort of darts or exploding things. Oh, in multiple directions. Oh! Ho-ho! What? And there's like a countdown, a time limit here. Can we swing on this vine? Wow. So far, this is actually really awesome. Wow. I'm like really impressed here. Banana. Can we get that banana? Wants the banana. Take that snake out. No? There we go. Ah, he doesn't jump outward. He just jumps straight down. It's the only thing so far that's not playing as expected. Otherwise, it controls really well. These animations are nice and smooth. Pretty cool. Actually, what did we play that was reminding me of this? Tarzan, that I got in Retro Game Treasure Box for Game Boy Color. That game was a similarly Donkey Kong Country-like game that actually played pretty well and was pretty fun. Another licensed game that really wasn't so bad. Oh, monkey. Am I chucking bananas? Is that what I'm throwing at people? Probably, huh? Some sort of gems we're collecting here. Ah! Ow. Is that a cactus in the jungle? Is that right? Oh! Oh, it's, Baloo's song. Look for the bare necessities. That was it. I was gonna say bare essentials, and I was like, that's not it. Bare necessities. That sounds like Goofy there. Ah! He looks kind of funny when he jumps, but there's a lot of charm here. And again, this probably looks a lot better on a much, much smaller screen. Oh! That was cool. Look for the bare essentials. That's apparently how I think the song goes, so. Gotta put it out there. Kev Orendorf says, DuckTales for the NES was my favorite. Yeah, that game's awesome. I actually didn't have it on NES. I had it on Game Boy, but the Game Boy port was really good, and that music was still awesome, and all the gameplay was still smooth, and you were still Scrooge McDuck pogo sticking on your cane, and it was all the same levels. It was really cool. A really great port of a great game. So, I'm not playing this to the smartest fashion, but I'm impressed once again. Now, as far as Disney games go in this era, this probably isn't as good as some of the other ones that they've made. But, again, I'm impressed. It's not a licensed game. It's a portable game. They could have not cared at all, but this is like an actually well thought out game that they put effort into, and it plays well, and it makes sense for the world, you know, in some fashion, and that was cool. I like that it's sort of an action platformer. It's like Mega Man has a wild child in the jungle, except Mega Man can shoot multiple directions instead of just in front of him. So, yeah. And there's some interactivity with the environment, which is cool. I'm liking it. I think as a kid, I probably would have played this a lot more and gotten a lot better at it. Right now, I obviously suck at this a lot. But we're working on it. Ooh. Yeah. What's up, stupid monkey? Oh, I think I want that. I think I want the crap out of that. Yeah. Seems good. You know, food, sustenance, keep you alive. We can almost make it up there. This guy can really jump. He's got a vertical. I did not know what to expect there. Apparently I should have expected death. Whoa, whoa! These little pigs. Vicious. Vicious little creatures. Even the venomous snake, not as deadly as the pig. Let's see if we can get somewhere useful. Yeah. Oh. What? Normally you can walk on that thing. Let me try that again. Surely I've made a mistake. There we go. Hey, leave me alone. I never got to play either Darkwing Duck. That was a show I loved to watch, but I never played the game. Oh crap, we were so close. It's right there. Something special. Something of consequence. Ow. Leave me alone. Alright, come on, Mowgli. You can do this. You don't have a lot of chances left, bud. I'm running out of patience for you. Oof. That's tough. Ah! I think you might only have one hit left. I don't know how I would know that, though, because nothing anywhere tells me anything. Keep looking at this Outrun Europa cartridge. It looks like my phone had just gotten a text. Nah, it's just a game card. Whoa, whoa! Did he drop something? No, he just made a noise. Do-do-do. How do I keep missing, like, this really narrow gap? It's crazy that I keep ending up in there. Look for them bare necessities. Collect 8 gems. Oh, is that what I'm doing? Didn't even think about that, honestly. I'm gonna just jump over that. See what kind of gemage we got around here. Anything on just the straight up bottom floor? Why, yes there is. But you also die. So, gotta jump better. Go, Mowgli, go! Whew! That's some vertical, son. What? What? I have a special weapon? That's awesome! Go, Mowgli! Oh, I see. It's not easy, but he can do some cool stuff. Well, this game just got cooler. There we go. That's what we wanted all this time. We wanted that gem, and now we gotta go back again, because we gotta get past this. Oh! Sad. A fail. So what is he throwing now? I assumed it was bananas, but is it something else? Also, apparently you don't have to collect the gems more than once, so that's cool. But my upgrade is also gone, so you can't get that more than once. There might be multiple around the level though, so we'll keep looking. I swear I hit the jump button, but just a smidge too late. Last try, Mowgli. Don't be a fool, son. Yeah, there's that foolishness. There it is. Alright, well, we gave this game a good shot. I think there's a lot more here than we saw, obviously, because I sucked too bad. But, oh, is there a difficulty option, I wonder? No, I think I sucked too much for that to make any... Heh, there actually is! Hard and easy. Nice! Oh, and you can change your jump and fire buttons. Very cool. This would have been a lot easier on a Game Gear, on a small screen and stuff. But, very cool. Jungle Book, actually not a bad game. And I got it in the box. Knew it was wrapped. It's unbelievable. Oh, you know what? I'm going to read the description, because I'm sure this is gold. You're an Indian boy named Mowgli, and you were raised by a pack of wolves. No parents, no school. No problems. Great life, huh? Except there's a rumor that Shere Khan, the man-eating tiger, is coming after you. So you've got to sneak, swing, and swoop your way through the jungle, catch the tiger by the tail, and reach the safety of the Man Village. The Man Village. To do this, you have to get the hang of incredibly tricky vines, neutralize venom balls. Venom balls? What is that? Dodge coconut-throwing monkeys, and fire off bananas at any scorpion, vampire bat, or crazy ape that gets in your way. Well, now we know for sure it's bananas. So eat your potassium. It's a jungle out there! Lol. Bananas, potassium, ha 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 ha, we're so funny. Features 10 levels and 2 bonus rounds. All weird, all wild, all totally different. Super smooth, movie-like animation technique. I don't know if I agree with that, but it was decent animation, that's for sure. Characters straight from the classic Disney movie, plus 2 songs, including the Academy-nominated The Bare Necessities. Now we know there are 2 songs in this game. Funny, funny. Not so bad. I would have liked this as a kid, for sure. And it's decent now. I'll come back to it sometime, I'm sure. Alright, let's move on to the final game of the bunch. Goodbye, Jungle Book. We are going to play Thunderblade. So this is a Master System game, which when we pop it in, you'll probably notice the graphics are going to be almost identical. Because the Game Gear was like a portable Master System. It was crazy. But Thunderblade is a game that I believe I've played before, but not on this system. Let's give it a look. It says 4 stages, 12 rounds. We'll see like 1 stage in like 2 rounds, maybe, I'm sure. I'm sure I'm awful. Alright, adapter, do your stuff. Look at it the right way, maybe that helps a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Boots right up. Let's see. Now, I hope that's the intended graphics, not some dumb inverted, doesn't work right graphics. 1988. Ooh. Those sound effects, though. The bass. Alright, let's give it a shot. Alright, just straight up shoot 'em up, baby. See your shadow on the ground. I'm gonna guess this is missiles, and it is. I'm also gonna guess 1 hit and you're out. No baseball rules here. And it's 1, you're out. Oh, didn't pay attention for 1 second, and I died. That's how it works. Unforgiving. Woo! Told you though, 1 hit is all it's gonna take to take you out. Thankfully, the same is true of the enemies, so, you know, somewhat fair. Except you're probably destroying thousands of enemies throughout the course of this game, and you have, like, 1 life. 3 lives, probably. Ho! Ho! Whoa! I was painted into a corner. That looks nice. You can tell it's a helicopter on fire. Back, had to tend to the baby again. Poor baby. Sorry she's not sleeping well right now. Or whatever's going on there. Sorry you can't get your peace and quiet. Doosh, doosh. I think once I play a little bit more of this game, I'm going to go back to Sonic, because I think Sonic was the clear winner as for which was the best game in the box. This particular box. I think it was a pretty easy call. Whoa! The sound effects are very simple in this. At first I was like, wow, listen to that bass. That was just the explosions. Otherwise, the music isn't particularly prominent. Mostly it's just you hearing this thing go yuck, 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 yuck. Not particularly interesting. Looked like on the back of the box, though, there was a 3D level, which I would love to see. Because this Master System also had 3D dungeons in Phantasy Star. And those were actually pretty fun. I liked Phantasy Star a lot. I thought that game was amazing. So, I'd love to see them do that in here, too. Oh! Bing! We had more score, though. Oh, no! The kid's doing it again, huh? Just won't stay asleep, eh? Poor kid. No idea what babies cry about, but it's not liking something. Something in life, isn't it? To its liking. Wonder if I can put on turbo. Just like a weird extra button in here on this controller. Doesn't look like it works. Yeah, it's fine. I didn't hear that sound effect fully before. That was kind of cool. Do I have infinite missiles? Are these only ground missiles? Looks like. Passed right through that air dude. I'm pretty well done for this. Joe says, nah, she's fine right now. This is one of those games you gotta get good at to get to the cool parts, I'll bet. Like I said, on the back of the box, there was clearly a 3D level, and I bet that's really cool. But, oh! I do not have the skill to get there, as is evidenced here. Okay, so I'll give you a quick review of the games that I got, and then I'm going to go back to playing the first one, because I love that one. It's pretty cool. Okay. So, we started off with Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble. I was having fun with this. I'm going to play this again in just a moment here. And then we opened up Outrun Europa, which had some glitches. And unfortunately, the graphical glitch was that it was essentially in like a negative mode, and you couldn't see anything. It's really, really unfortunate. So I have no idea how good this game is or is not, unfortunately. So, that stinks. Then we opened up Surf Ninjas, which was a ridiculous shirtless dude beating up a bunch of ninjas. You know, it was kind of clunky, but it wasn't bad, actually. It was kind of fun. There was a little more depth to it than I originally thought. You got double jumps, you got some Hadokens, you got some boss fights. It was decent. I like this game. I'd definitely play this again. And there was the Jungle Book, which was new, still wrapped in its box. And this was a decent game, too. I really sucked at it, but near the end of that session, we discovered there were some power-ups. And that was cool. So, once I get good at this, I think that this game would be a lot of fun. Just not easy, as a lot of the Disney games in these days were really, really not easy. They were usually pretty hard, which is ironic, you know, kids movies, kids TV shows, kids games. Nah. Only the adults will beat them. And then last, you just saw me play Thunderblade on Master System. So, all in all, you know, a pretty cool box. I was really excited to put the Retron 5 Game Gear and Master System adapter into use. Unfortunately, there were some pretty bad glitches on 2 of the games. I mentioned Outrun Europa was unplayable. Surf Ninjas looked like it was going to be unplayable, but after I got through some super glitched menus and actually jumped into the gameplay, the graphics looked fine and actually played just fine. So I don't know why part of the game was all glitched and messed up and the other parts weren't. But it was playable and it was fun. But yeah, I have no idea what the story was because I could see there was like some text exposed and there were some coolish looking sprites that I could tell, but it was all messed up and there was like random numbers and stuff instead of pixels and it was weird. Very weird. So I think they got a few kinks to work out on this Game Gear and Master System adapter. Probably just a software tweak on the Retron 5 itself. But unfortunately we weren't able to play everything fully here. So we're going to go back to Sonic Triple Trouble. And you know what? I'm looking at these cartridges and now I'm fairly certain this is a knockoff because the plastics are completely different. Unless this is how the plastic used to look, and because it's brand new, it hasn't degraded at all. That would be insanity. That would be insane if the color jumped so many shades. Possible, I guess. Anyway, let's do some more Sonic Triple Trouble. Triple Trouble. Clear winner of this box. J-Bobo says, what are you mmming about, J-Bobo? I'm actually going to reset this game. I want to play as Sonic now. Play as Tails. Classic. We might cut this stream a little short, too, because we couldn't play everything to its entirety. Oh, we're chasing down Knuckles. But I'd love to play as Knuckles. That'd be awesome. Ha! Tails bringing up dead last. Oh boy, Robotnik's got one. J-Bobo is just in general. Look at the sprite work here. I think the sprites on the Game Gear looked great. This system was so cool. In the days of the Game Boy that was black and white, the Game Gear looked awesome. Awesome. But, unfortunately, it had terrible, terrible battery life. It was massive. But it was really, really cool. So I'm really sad that it died, but I was really glad to have this experience as a kid. I also had a Game Boy. It was actually my older brother's Game Boy that got passed down to me. But and I had my own Game Gear. And so I'm glad that I got experience of Game Gear and Game Boy. And I loved them both. They had their own strengths and their own weaknesses. This Sonic looks pretty good here. He actually has unnaturally long legs, and I think it's a nice look for him. His spines are maybe a little shorter than usual, especially the top ones. But yeah, the animation's pretty good. The sound is pretty good. He's got a nice fast feel. Some of the jumps are a little... Oh, that's cool, though. Run, Sonic, run! Oh, lucky me, I turned into a ball at just the right time. Ow! The sound chip, man. I really did love the sound chip in the Game Gear. That's a really good sound chip. Alright, that's not working. I did a bad. I did a bad. Boom. Yeah! Breakthrough, Sonic. So there's no question that this isn't nearly as good looking as the game, or the Genesis game, but they had unique games just for the Game Gear. They knew that they couldn't just straight up copy Sonic for the Master System and Game Gear, so they made unique ones that were just for the Game Gear, and it was a great choice. It's a great choice. I remember in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on Game Gear, there were sections where you would fly around on a hang glider. Why? I don't know, but it was cool. J-Bobo says the Game Gear was great, it just ate batteries, lol, and it got hot. It did get hot, and it did eat a lot of batteries. But man, it was a cool system. Unfortunately, Game Boy is still a ticking, unstoppable, basically. Whereas the Game Gears, the screens are all dead. I have 3 Game Gears here with me now, because I have mine and both of my brother's Game Gears from when we were growing up. All 3 of the screens do not work. So, that stinks. Because they'll turn on, they'll register the game, I can hear a little something going on, but you cannot play it. Too bad. So, I'm glad I have a way to play them now, and it was fun to stream these with you guys. Unfortunately, all my games from my childhood are too dirty, and I have to find some rubbing alcohol so I can clean them. But I would love to stream for you some of my favorite games as a kid, including Lion King, including Mega Man on Game Gear, which is probably my rarest game that I even own. Mega Man on Game Gear was really good. It was a mixture of 4 and 5. I loved the soundtrack. I loved the opening titles. And it played really well. Jimbo says, Danf. Dang. I like it better as Danf. I'm going to use that now. I'm just going to walk around. Instead of saying dang, I'll just be like, Danf. Confuse people. It'll be a good time. I feel like Tails went to a different level. Oh no, never mind. This is exactly the same thing. Just had to jump. Boss time. You want a piece of this, eh? You want a piece of this? That's right, you run away. Sonic looks good, man. He does look really good. Yay! That was easy. Now that we know how to beat that guy, what it takes, that wasn't so hard. That took 2 or 3 tries as Tails. Oh, Knuckles, you're so evil! Jimbo says, confusion is fun. I just got Phantasy Star 4 for my RetroPie. Nice! Phantasy Star 4, very cool. Actually, Phantasy Star, all of those early ones were really cool. Phantasy Star 1 on the Master System was nuts. They had 3D dungeons. Something they abandoned in 2, 3, and 4. But very cool. The music in those games is awesome. The art direction in those games, awesome. I like the stories. I like the characters. I like the combat. Phantasy Star, something special in those days, I tell ya. Phantasy Star 2 on Genesis, again, really awesome. I haven't played as much 3 or 4, but from what I recall, 4 was always heralded as the best of the series. So that's awesome, man. RetroPie. I really got to figure out setting up my Raspberry Pi to be a RetroPie, because that sounds great. Probably stream it too. Though I don't know if that's legal or whatnot. I don't know if I want. Who knows? Who knows? Jimbo says 3D, lol. Very good art. It's very simple. Yeah, the dungeons were, pseudo 3D. It was like you were traveling down a hallway. But it was something that the NES couldn't do. The Master System was more powerful. And this is, the Game Gear was a portable Master System, and as you can see, these colors are so vibrant. You would never get these kind of colors out of the NES. Never. It'd be so muted in palette. Now, NES, great, classic, amazing. The games and the software on the NES were awesome. A very charming 8-bit graphics. Great. Especially the later ones where they're adding more power to their chips. Like Super Mario Bros. 3, gorgeous game. But still, not as vibrant as this. So, too bad that a superior powered system didn't have the software and the support to be relevant. I do remember, though, having Game Gears at restaurants that parents could rent while they were at the restaurant to keep their kids busy. Basically to shut them up at the restaurant so they wouldn't bother everyone there. It's a good idea. It was a good idea. JWO says to set up the pie is really simple. The retro pie is really simple. Oh, okay. Cool. You got a web page for me. I'd click on it and maybe I'd go figure it out. Oh yeah, this is that level. And once again, I couldn't figure out how it works. Because it switches the controls up on you. But let's check out Act 3. Oh, this is Act 3. So you cannot do the go on the ground business. Can I hit these guys? Yes, I can. Cool. Man, in the 90s, though, there was no cooler looking mascot than Sonic. Those shoes. I love those shoes. Actually, I have an old 90s stuffed Sonic in this room. One that I actually had as a kid from these original games and TV show and whatnot. Still here. Back when he had like a little belly on him, you know? He wasn't the long-legged, long-armed, tall, skinny hedgehog that he is now in today's Sonic games. Nah, he was a little chubby and a lot of attitude. I loved it. That level was super simple. Ah! Ah! Come on. My mistake. My bad. My bad. We can get this guy, though. We can get him. Joe says, I'll shoot you a link in a bit. Thanks. Alright, let's do this really simple level and get to that boss again. Hopefully not get hit right away like a dingus. Oh, those explosions. I remember that sound probably from Sonic 2 on Game Gear. Nostalgia, man. Powerful tool. Look at the animations on his feet as they run in a circle. Normally, it's like too fast for you to even see. But it seems like on this train, it's slowed them down a little bit. So now you can see it pretty clearly. Yeah, you pretty much just jump into them, and that's it. Not much of a level there. I think they could have put a little more effort into this one. Lol. Oh, we still got hit right away? You're kidding me with this. I don't know why I'm getting outsmarted like this. It's not that hard. Oh, we'll just save a little, save state. We'll save a save state. That's what they call it. We'll beat this guy because we're too embarrassed to be defeated by him. Sonic's health system was always kind of strange. It's like, hey, collect as many rings as you want. If you get hit one time, though, they're all gone. Hopefully you can collect a few, because we don't throw out as many as you collected when you get hurt. Nah, it's only about half that. And you can't even collect them all because they disappear too quickly and bounce around so frantically. But it was definitely more challenging of a game. It just had enemies thrown in just the wrong spots for a beginner to always get caught up, you know, when they're trying to run the easy path through the level. So it forced you to get good. You know, kind of like the Contra games. Just really hard. Save that state. Who is calling me? Don't know the number. Nope. Nope. Load it. Now, did that hurt it? It makes a little noise like... Like I'm bouncing off metal or something. That noise. I don't know if I'm hurting it or not. Oh, definitely hurting it. Hey! It only took like a couple of hits? That's weird. Oh well. Rings equals soul, right? You're just like losing bits of your soul. J Bobo. Said your name to, you know, get it out in the audio. That's who was saying the comment. You get it. Ooh. What is that up there? Fruits? What is this, Sonic Spinball? It's all the little bumpers. Ooh, invincibility. Not the song I expected when I got that invincibility. There's a bit of speed lacking in this version, this portable version, but still, it's got a lot of the heart and soul and the effort that they put in to the character design and so forth. What is this? Some sort of sinking sand? Whoa! Did not see that coming at all. Also, rings galore, so that's cool. Nice. There I go. Yes, we're at 55 rings. That's a good count. Healthy number. No. No, free me from the slavery of eternal bouncing. Oh, I can't land on that little branch. Whoa! And there's another level. Very cool. Alright, guys, I'm going to call this one. Thanks so much for watching. Again, this was my Retro Game Treasure box for the month of March. Cool service where you go to RetroGameTreasure.com. You go in there, you tell them what systems you want games for. That's how I ended up with only Master System and Game Gear games. You tell them what kind of games you like. You can tell them I like wrestling games and I like skateboarding games. And then you'll get a bunch of retro skateboarding games and wrestling games for the systems that you want. And it also keeps track of the games that you already own, so you don't get any duplicates. Really cool service, so definitely give them a check. And I had a great time playing these games. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So I'll be streaming on Nintendo Prime tomorrow morning, so check that out. 10 a.m. to noon Central Time, and I'll catch you there. Thanks, guys. See ya. Not a smooth transition, because I got stuff in my way. See you guys.